The forums are ablaze. Twitch chats are a waterfall of insults. Every single comment section has become a digital warzone echoing the same tired arguments. For many years, the fight between Battlefield fans and Call of Duty fans has been just as loud and chaotic as the games themselves. And with the latest Battlefield beta, that war has hit a boiling point. But here's the thing. Everyone is asking the wrong question. This whole time, we've been arguing about which game is better, which franchise is going to win this year. We're all overlooking the big picture. And that is how this war, this incredible head-to-head showdown, is about to give us the best first-person shooters we've seen in a very, very long time. The debate isn't about rather Battlefield or Call of Duty wins, it's about realizing the real winner is you. Hit that like and subscribe if you appreciate disabled Marine Corps veterans and if you love America. To really get why this moment is so massive, we have to rewind. Think back to an era of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 versus Battlefield Bad Company 2. That was the golden age of this FPS rivalry. These weren't just two different games, they were two completely different philosophies on what a shooter could be. The Call of Duty was the undisputed king of fast-paced arcade action. It was pure adrenaline, lightning fast reflexes, maps designed for constant engagement, and that sweet, satisfying hit of the kill streak loop. It was perfectly engineered for a dose of dopamine, a 10-minute sprint of non-stop action. It knew exactly what it was, and it was brilliant. Then you had Battlefield. If Call of Duty was a sprint, Battlefield was a strategic marathon. It gave you something totally different, a massive sprawling sandbox of all-out warfare. It wasn't just about how good your aim was, it was about your squad, the vehicles, the objectives. You could be a terrible shot and still be the hero of the match by piloting a transport heli, repairing a friendly tank, or strategically leveling a building with C4. These unscripted battlefield moments, like jumping out of a jet, shooting an RPG at a helicopter, and then landing back into your cockpit, weren't just a marketing line, they were real chaotic possibilities. The competition was healthy because their identities were crystal clear. You didn't just pick a game, you picked a style. This separation forced both franchises to be the best versions of themselves. They couldn't just copy each other, they had to innovate in their own lanes, pushing their own unique formulas to the absolute limit. But then things changed. The lines started to blur and the feeling of fatigue crept in. Call of Duty, for all of its success, got stuck in a predictable yearly cycle that many players felt was getting stale. The setting jumped from near future to distant future and back to the past. But the core gameplay often felt a little too familiar, leading to community burnout and accusations of copy and paste releases. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you appreciate disabled veterans and you love America. God bless. Battlefield, meanwhile, stumbled hard in its apparent attempt to chase trends or widen its appeal. It started to lose what made it so badass. Launches were notoriously buggy, design choices were controversial, and the series strayed from its core features its community loved so much. Battlefield 2042 is a prime example of this, launching without a traditional single-player campaign and introducing specialists that many fans felt destroyed the classic class-based teamwork that was the heart and soul of the series. The game struggled, and for a while, it felt like the rivalry was dead. Call of Duty was its unchallenged juggernaut, and Battlefield was left trying to figure out what it even was anymore. This period was a bummer for everyone. Call of Duty fans felt like their franchise was growing complacent, and Battlefield fans felt like theirs had lost its soul. The competition that once drove innovation had fizzled out, and the whole genre felt less exciting because of it. Hey, if you made it this far into the video, I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, I'm going to be making more videos like this. So please hit that like and subscribe, and I appreciate it. Pow! And then the open beta for the new Battlefield happened. It didn't just make a splash, it sent a seismic shockwave through the entire industry that no one saw coming. The numbers tell a whole story. During its open beta of the game, unofficially dubbed Battlefield 6, hit a peak of 521,079 concurrent players on Steam. To put that in perspective, that number absolutely shattered the all-time peak record for the Call of Duty app on the same platform, which was 491,670. Let that sink in. A beta, a temporary free-to-play slice of the game, drew more simultaneous players on Steam than its biggest rival ever has with a full release. Now, to be fair, Call of Duty's PC player base is split between Steam and Battle.net and Game Pass. This complicates those numbers a little bit, but it was still an unbelievable statement. This massive success placed the beta among the top 20 most played games on Steam's history by concurrent players. This wasn't just hype, it was a clear signal from the players hungry for a real alternative. So why now? It seems to be a perfect storm. The new Battlefield is being hailed by many as a return to form, with modern settings and a renewed focus on large-scale destructive warfare that fans have been begging for. This happened right as a significant part of the Call of Duty community was voicing its frustrations, creating a huge pool of players ready to jump ship. The industry is paying attention. Former Blizzard president Mike Ybarra, and I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, publicly predicted that Battlefield will boot stomp Call of Duty this year. But he immediately followed up with the most crucial part of his take. The real win here is Call of Duty won't be lazy anymore. And we will all get better first-person shooter games for it. And that's the entire point. This isn't about one game's success, it's about the entire genre being shocked back to life. For the first time in years, Activision has a legitimate rival breathing down its neck, and that changes the entire game. Complacency is no longer an option. How will Call of Duty respond? I'm not sure, but I'm excited to find out. But you can respond anytime by liking and subscribing, or leave me a comment on this video. They can't afford to ignore this. This pressure could force them to innovate in ways we haven't seen in a very long time. Will they finally do a major engine overhaul? Will they focus more on a core multiplayer content instead of expensive cosmetic bundles? We are already seeing signs of the pressure at work. Both Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty will now require secure boot on PC, a significant anti-cheat measure. While it's hard to prove direct cause and effect, the timing of the announcement suggests both companies recognize that a stronger stance on cheating is now the industry standard. And what about Battlefield? They have all the momentum, but now they have to keep it. A successful beta is one thing, a successful launch and live service is another. They'll be watching Call of Duty's aggressive content scheduling and its massive success with Warzone. This will likely push them to deliver a more robust post-launch plan than ever before, with more maps, more modes, and a faster update to keep their enormous player base from getting bored. The pressure is on to prove this record-breaking beta wasn't just a fluke. What we're seeing is a feedback loop of pure improvement. Battlefield's success forces Call of Duty to be better. Call of Duty's inevitable power response forces Battlefield to evolve. They will both be looking over their shoulders, terrified of losing an inch of ground. That fear, that rivalry, is the ultimate engine for innovation. It means better graphics, more creative maps, stronger servers, and higher quality games from both sides of the aisle. For years, we've been stuck arguing about which franchise should wear the crown. But the numbers from the latest Battlefield beta tell a deeper truth. The most important victory isn't about one game outselling the other game this fall. It's about the revival of a legendary rivalry that went dormant. This competition is a fire that forges better games. It holds developers accountable and forces them to listen to players and pushes the entire genre forward. The war between Battlefield and Call of Duty is officially back on, and as these two titans gear up to clash, they're going to be pulling out all the stops to win you over. They have to earn your time, they have to earn your money, they simply have to be better. So the next time you see someone in the comment section going to war over which game is superior, you will know the real answer. The winner isn't the one with the higher metric score or the bigger sales number, the winner is you. And that brings up the most exciting question of all. With the rivalry finally heating up again, what was one of the biggest things you hoped to come out of it? What is one thing you want from Battlefield to learn from Call of Duty, or Call of Duty to learn from Battlefield? Let me know in the comment section below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe for more videos like this. I'll see you on the next one.